Brooks at center for the Miller Rustlers. The Rustlers enter the ball game tonight with an overall record of 9-4. The head coach of the Miller Rustlers is Aaron Zeller. We'll have high school basketball for you Thursday night on KPLO as we will be in Highmore as the Highmore Herald Pirates will host the Miller Rustlers in girls basketball action. Pre-game set for around 7:40 with our tip-off near 8 o'clock on Thursday evening. Friday we'll be back in Highmore as Highmore Herald's boys host Potter County. We'll get that game underway with a 7:40 pre-game on Friday night. And we'll also have high school basketball for you in the weeks ahead as well as we try to get as many games in as we can before the regular season comes to an end. Finally, in our pregame, the announcement of our game officials from the Office of Attorney General and their Division of Consumer Protection. Our game officials tonight that braved the elements and drove a long ways for this ball game. Greg Blue, Brian Zahn, and Bob DeBoer. The announcement of our game officials from the Office of Attorney General and their Division of Consumer Protection. This has been the Prairie Post pregame brought to you by the Prairie Post, and we will tip off in 2 minutes on KPLO.
It's your lucky day. Your name was drawn and you've won $7 million. All you need to do at this time is wire $2,000 to pay for taxes and registration of the sweepstakes. And we'll even find the closest wiring business to you. Sounds easy, doesn't it? This scam is victimizing residents across the state with the scammer always coming back for more money. With cold weather, scammers know you're at home by your phone a lot more. If you suspect somebody has fallen victim to this scam, please contact the Attorney General's Office of Consumer Protection, 1-800-300-1986, or at consumerhelp@state.sd.us.
See Oakley Farm and Ranch Supply for all your farming and ranching needs. They offer Harper shovels and brooms, Duflex and Z-tags, calf sleds, colostrum milk replacer, and Diablo cutting blades. See them for Tartar gates, banjo fittings, and bore trailer wheels. They carry youth and adult muck boots, insulated bibs, hats, gloves, plus scarves, bandanas, snow tubes, and toboggans. Oakley Farm and Ranch Supply, open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m., and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. North Broadway in Miller.
The Miller Press, one-stop shopping for your business. Their commercial print shop can make the business of doing business a breeze. The staff at Miller Press can help you with letterheads, printed envelopes, invoices, sales tickets, business cards, as well as other products such as napkins, silverware, to-go containers, toilet tissue, and uniforms. They do customized printing on paper and clothing. Make doing business a breeze by one-stop shopping at the Miller Press. Commercial printing, screen printing, and advertising. They do it all at the Miller Press, 114 West 3rd Street in Miller, or call 853-3575. Miller Rexall Drug is a locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Pharmacists Trent and Travis care about their customers and provide fast, friendly, and professional pharmacy services to help you get and stay well. Medicare and all major insurances are accepted, and free delivery or mail service of prescriptions is available, along with price matching. Check out the old-fashioned soda fountain and gift card mall, their Hallmark cards, wine department, great gift selection, toy and dollar sections, photo machine, and more. Miller Rexall Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
You're listening to coverage of regional high school basketball on KPLO, 94.5 FM, Reliance, Chamberlain, Miller, and Wessington Springs, and 100.5 FM in Pier Fort Pier. We're proud members of the Dakota Radio Group. Our tip-off brought to you by Harry K. Chevrolet in Chamberlain and Harry K. Ford in Winter. They can put your 2018 tax refund to work today with up to a $6,000 advance to use on any new or used vehicle on the lot. And they'll cover their tax preparation charges, too. Call Harry K's for details as Miller wins the tip, and then a traveling violation called on the Rustlers and a quick turnover early. Wessington Springs with their first possession here as we work very early in this opening quarter. As the Lady Spartans with Michaela Dornbush working the dribble as she brings the basketball across half court. And now to the right side, Grace Grant. She'll drive, screen and roll play there. It's Dornbush to the rim. Shot is up, no good. Rebound is loose. They'll battle for it in a jump ball, and the possession arrow, of course, will point towards Wessington Springs as it will be Chastity Bisha who will inbound the basketball baseline right. Just underway here in this ball game. As the inbounds comes in, this is Michaela Dornbush. Back out Chloe Munson from the wing right. A three taken. That is up, no good. And Miller will come away with the rebound. The Rustlers will try to force issue as Kettle Hunt brings the basketball across half court. Down low it comes. This is Katie Fernholtz working the paint inside, and she will score the two. And now Miller will set up some full court trapping pressure. Here is Grant working it as she has it tipped, but right back to her, and she will bring the basketball across half court, and they'll attack the rim, and a good job there, knowing they had numbers once they broke pressure, and Piper Jones is set up for an easy two. And it is now a 2-2 score. We have played a minute in the opening quarter. On the right wing, it is Fernholz. Now Schlechter, deep in the right corner, out front Kettle Hunt, back around the perimeter. To the left wing, it is now Fernholz to Schlechter, and the corner three is up good. Vanna Gale Schlechter drains the three and puts Miller out in front by a 5-2 score. And here is Wessington Springs doing a nice job of breaking pressure. Grace Grant on the left wing. Out front, Chloe Munson as the Lady Spartans will reset things offensively. Entry pass Piper Jones as she'll line up against Fernholz. Ball is a bad pass. It is tipped and stolen away. And then Miller almost throws it away. A bad pass there from Katie Fernholz, but Miller will track it down. They'll keep possession. As it is Kettle Hunt across to half court. Now Fernholz as she goes to the rim, and her off-balance shot is up good. 7-2, that is our score. With 2 minutes gone here in the opening quarter. Wessington Springs across to half court, and Chastity Visha is going to be called for a travel. Second turnover for Wessington Springs as Miller forces that turnover with full court pressure. And now the Rustlers will work offensively as they head the other way. Abby Kettle Hunt slowly across to half court. Schlechter on the wing, and she has the ball go right through her hands, and it's turned over. Here is Wessington Springs up the floor. Inside it comes. This is a inside shot from Chloe Munson. That is no good. Miller will come away with the rebound. They'll try to run. Kettle Hunt in the lane. That shot is no good. And the rebound cleared down by the Lady Spartans, and then a foul is going to be called on Miller. The personal is going to be whistled on Erin Moncourt, and Moncourt will pick up her first foul. It will be the first team foul of the ball game as Miller will go to their bench, and we'll see Kaylin Kraus check in. She will check in. Erin Moncourt will check out early in this one. 5.5 minutes remain in the opening quarter. It is 7-2 as Wessington Springs will break pressure. Here is Grace Grant underneath the basket. Kicks it out. A three for Michaela Dornbush is up, no good. Rebound pulled down. Here is Kaylin Kraus leading the break across half court. Now Kettle Hunt on the wing. She'll dribble to the top. Now it's Schlechter, right side, trying to entry pass to Fernholz. It's tipped and knocked away. It is still loose, and finally, Miller will track it back down, and a good hustle play made there by Fernholz to keep the ball alive, and now Miller loses the basketball out of bounds. The ball goes through the hands of Kaylin Kraus, and for Miller, that is their third turnover, and we have played 3 minutes here in quarter number one. 7-2 is our score as Miller has the lead. And Wessington Springs, not facing pressure for the first time tonight, will work the basketball across to half court. Here's Chloe Munson on the right side. They try to go screen and roll with Grace Grant. Ball is tipped and out of bounds. It will remain with the Lady Spartans, who are dressed in a road blue with the gold and white numerals and trim. It will be Michaela Dornbush who will inbound on the baseline. Chastity Visha on the wing. A three taken. That is up no good. And Miller will come away with the rebound. 7-2 is our score. Rustlers across half court and trying to get into the lane with Bonagale Schlechter. She has the ball stolen away. Here's Chastity Visha the other way. That shot is no good. Rebound Miller. The Rustlers have numbers now, and it is Bonagale Schlechter who will score the two, and then she will draw a foul. Just trying to chase the play down late with Wessington Springs, and Michaela Dornbush is going to be whistled for the personal. That will be her first foul, and Vonnegail Schlechter will get the opportunity for a three-point play. Chance to give the Rustlers an 8-point lead, and the free throw is up good. 10-2 with 4:20 remaining opening quarter. Here's Wessington Springs across to half court. Pass inside, it's tipped and it's stolen away. Miller making the defensive play. Here's Abby Kettle Hunt in a hurry. She'll go strong to the rim and score the two, and she did a good job of reading defense there. They took away the wings as far as the fast break opportunity is concerned, so she went right to the rim and scored herself, and now Wessington Springs trying to get the basketball inside, and Miller, who has been active in the passing lanes in this opening quarter, knocked the basketball out of bounds, and it will force Wessington Springs to inbound it on the baseline as, again, Michaela Dornbush will put it in play. And the inbounds tipped. It's loose. It is still loose, and Finally, Grace Grand will come out of there with it. Saves the possession for the Lady Spartans. Here's Chloe Munson. And the ball tipped, and it's out of bounds. It will remain with Wessington Springs as Miller touched it last. 16 on the shot clock for the Lady Spartans as Piper Jones will inbounds this time. And Piper tries to feed it to the baseline. It's tipped and it's stolen away. And then Miller and Vonnegail Schlechter bouncing it off the leg of Grace Grant and out of bounds to save the possession. And for Wessington Springs, that is 4 turnovers in the opening quarter. 12-2. Miller has the lead. Here is the Rustlers. On the wing, Vonnegail Schlechter. Up top, Katie Fernholtz. Now to the corner. It is Abby Kettlehut. A long jumper there is short. And the rebound is pulled down by Wessington Springs. The Lady Spartans will head their direction. Navisha up top, Dornbush. Bounce past Grace Grant, who will work baseline. And she is blocked and a foul called. It will be on Vonnegail Schlechter. Schlechter with her first foul. It will be the second team foul for Miller. And our first free throws of the ball game in the Wessington Springs end. It will be Grace Grant going to the line to shoot 2. Free throw number 1 is up, and it is no good. Miller will go to their bench as we will see Macy Wordle check in. Also, Erin Moncourt back into the contest. 12-3 is our score. We have 3:13 remaining in quarter number 1. Here is Grand's second free throw attempt. That one is up and good. She'll hit 1 of 2, and the first points for Wessington Springs in some time. They scored on their first possession to tie the game at 2. Miller went on a 10-0 run on their own, and now they still operate with an 8-point advantage. Here's Elise Brooks, deep right corner. 3, no, long 2. Up and good for Elise Brooks. 14-4 is our score. As again, the ball knocked out of bounds as Miller, after the made basket, set up some full court pressure. And they're going to force the turnover. Wessington Springs now with 5 in this ball game. And the Rustlers will put it in play. It is Fernholtz in the lane. Fernholtz to the rim. Shot is up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Wessington Springs. Piper Jones will clear the rebound into the hands of Michaela Dornbush. And Chloe Munson now will head the other way for Wessington Springs. Here's Dornbush on the wing. From the left side, they'll reverse it right. It's Piper Jones for 3. That shot is no good. Kaylin Kraus with the rebound. Here comes Miller in a hurry. It is Fernholtz. Bounce pass to the corner. Moncourt. Long 2 is up good. So Miller shooting the ball well in this opening quarter. They have a 16-4 lead now. As again, after the made basket, they'll apply full court pressure. And they knock the basketball out of bounds. So Wessington Springs will have to put it in play once again. Long pass, Grace Grant. They'll cross half court. Jones on the inside. Ball is tipped and blocked there. Macy Wordle made the defensive play. She came in and blocked the shot, and Jones, trying to keep possession of it, tipped it, and it wound up going out of bounds. And the basketball will belong to Miller now as we work inside of 2 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. 16-4, Miller has the lead. Kettlehut. High post to Kraus. They kick it out. Wordle on the wing. A 3 taken there. It's up, no good. Rebound is loose. It's out of bounds, and it will belong to Miller. The Rustlers with an opportunity to inbound underneath their own basket. Shot clock was not reset, so 17 on the shot clock. And now the Rustlers will put it in play. And it comes in to Erin Moncourt, who scores the quick 2. 18-4 is our score as Miller operates with a 14-point advantage here in this opening quarter. Piper Jones now to the wing. Michaela Dornbush. She gets underneath the basket and now gets it to Chastity Vicious somehow. Thought the ball was going to go out of bounds, but the Lady Spartans will keep possession. Inside Jones, in traffic. Nice up and under move, but the shot is too strong and no good. Rebound pulled down by Wordle, and Miller will head the other way as we work to 1 minute remaining in the opening quarter. 18-4 is our score. Here's Kaylin Kraus in the left wing. Entry pass. This is to Rachel Joy. She loses the basketball, and for Miller, that's 4 turnovers. And Wessington Springs will push the basketball the other way now. Chastity Visha with a long three. That shot is no good. And the rebound, Miller had it. Erin Moncor went to her knees to keep possession and then was called for a travel. So the ball will stay underneath the Wessington Springs basket, and the Lady Spartans will inbound it. And it will come inside. Here is Michaela Dornbush at point-blank range. Shot is no good. Getting the rebound, and a nice hustle play there by Chloe Munson. She gets the offensive rebound and is fouled on the way back up and will get free throws, as the personal whistle on Macy Wordle will be her first. And for Miller, their third team foul of the first half, and a pair of free throws upcoming for Chloe Munson. (18-4) is our scores. The first free throw is up, and it is no good. Here is the second free throw by Munson. That will rim in and out, no good, and Miller will come away with the rebound as the Rustlers will push it across half court. Here is Wordle trying to feed inside, and Grace Grand there defensively to knock it out of bounds, and Wessington Springs makes the defensive play as Miller will put it in play from the left side. Kettle Hunt, Moncor, 10-footer is up good. Erin Moncor has scored a half dozen points in this first quarter, and it is 20-4. Miller opening up a nice lead as Wessington Springs will work with it. A three from up top. That is up and no good by Chloe Munson. Miller will get the rebound. Kettle Hunt will push the left sideline. And up across half court, Miller will hold for the final shot of the quarter. We're inside of 10 seconds remaining in the first. Kettle Hunt. Now Wordle, back around the perimeter. Moncor, she's had the hot hand. The three here is short. Rebound, Wessington Springs. Gran with a shot at the buzzer, partially blocked and short, and that is the end of quarter number one. Scoreboard from Darren Boyle Sales. I invite you to check out the large selection of new and used farm equipment. A lot on Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre. Don't forget to check out DarrenBoyleSales.com. We'll take a 1-minute break and return on KPLO.
The staffs at Wilbur Ellis and Highmore, Blunt, and Miller wish the best of luck to the area high school sports athletes, and they're proud to bring you this game. Learning teamwork and dedication now provides great lessons for life and their wish to successful season. Just like the success the team at Wilbur Ellis strives to help their customers achieve in their farming operations. Put them to work for you. Call Blunt at 962-6161, Miller 853-2382, and Highmore at 852-2220. Wilbur Ellis, ideas to grow with. Wind, drought, fire stands by your side in this war. Kent Clark Insurance will give you peace of mind, knowing you're covered, and your claim will be processed quickly. So protect your hard work. Call Kent Clark Insurance in Wessington at 458-2281. Equal Opportunity Provider.
Miller will have the basketball as we start quarter number two. They opened up a nice lead at 20-4, and now Abby Kettlehunt scoring on the inside for the Rustlers, and it is a 22-4 lead as the Lady Spartans work with the basketball. Trapped in the corner was Angie Paulson, the sophomore who just checked in at the quarter break, and the ball was off a Miller defender, so Lady Spartans will keep possession as they will put it in play. It is Visha. Now up top, Dornbush, and around the perimeter. Also in the ballgame, Kirsty Munson, a 5'9" 8th grader. She'll get a touch on the left side. Now it's Piper Jones, and back up top, 12 on the shot clock. Rocking and firing is Chastity Vicious. Shot is no good. Rebound pulled down by Miller. The Rustlers the other way. Here is Vonnegael Schlechter in traffic. Shot is up, no good. Rebound, Fernholz back out front, and the Rustlers will try to reset things as they work here with an 18-point lead. We've played a minute in the quarter, and it is Vonnegael Schlechter in traffic. She'll go to the rim. She'll score the two and have a chance at a three-point play. The personal on Piper Jones will be her first, and it will be team foul number 2 for Wessington Springs. The bucket for Schlechter gives her 8 points, and then she'll clean up the three-point play, her second three-point play of the ball game. And she has scored 9 now, and it is a 25-4 score. Minute gone in the second quarter. With John Neff at Dakota Radio Group's World Headquarters, I'm Darren Boyle. Piper Jones, deep left corner, will send it out front. It is knocked away, and here's Katie Fernholz up the floor trying to go to the rim, and a foul is called, and it will be on Michaela Dornbush, and that will be her second foul. Not a shooting foul, though, as Wrestlers will put it in play underneath their own basket. It will be Kettle Hut who will inbound. Moncourt now. Back to Kettle Hut, who will launch the corner three. That one is up, no good, and the rebound out of bounds off of off of Wessington Springs. And it will be Miller basketball, and again, they'll reset. And inbound from the left side of the key. It'll be Kettle Hut to Brooks. Brooks up top, Moncourt. As again, they'll roll back around. Kettle Hut deep in the corner, back out front. And from the right wing, a three taken by Vonnegael Schlechter. That's no good. Katie Fernholz will get the rebound. Nice up and under move. Shot won't go. She tries to get her own rebound, but there to knock it out of bounds was Chloe Munson. And Miller again will run an offensive play, an inbounds play from underneath their own basket. 25-4 is our score. The Wrestlers get it inside to Elise Brooks, and this time Elise will score the easy two. All five starters have scored already for Miller, and they lead by a 27-4 score. And here's Wessington Springs back around the perimeter and to the corner, and ball is lost out of bounds by Angie Paulson. And another turnover for Wessington Springs, and Miller will have the basketball once again. 2 minutes gone in the second quarter. 6 minutes remain in the half. It is 27-4, and now Wessington Springs forces a Miller turnover, and for Miller, their fifth turnover of the ballgame. As now, here is Wessington Springs trying to set things up, and as they send it to the left side, the ball goes out of bounds, and we're going to have a timeout taken. This will be a 30-second timeout taken by the Miller Wrestlers with 5:49 remaining in the first half. 27-4 is our score, and we'll take a 30-second break and return on KPLO.
Man, what are you doing?
Well, I got in that fender bender last week, and I have a great idea. I'm going to wrap.
It doesn't work that way. No, it doesn't. Get that dent fixed at Bears.
Well, with a 27-4 lead, they use their first time out of the contest. Timeouts are brought to you by Hutch's Cafe and Lounge in Prescio. And your next timeout, stop by Hutch's Cafe and Lounge for a great meal and beverage as Miller works with a 23-point lead. Here is Katie Fernholz on the right side. Cross court, Erin Moncourt. Moncourt will drive, and she dribbles it off her foot and out of bounds. And it will be another turnover for the Wrestlers, who have been generous with the basketball to this point, as they just committed their sixth turnover of the first half. Wessington Springs has it once again. Chastity Bishop pushing it. Up the floor, Piper Jones. Now to the high post, Michaela Dornbush, and she is tied up, and a jump ball called. The possession arrow will point towards Wessington Springs. The Lady Spartans will put the basketball in play baseline right. 26 on the shot clock for Wessington Springs as the inbounds will come in. And back to the corner it comes. Michaela Dornbush. Out front, Chastity Bishop. A three taken. It is up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Miller. And here are the Wrestlers as they will push. Kettle Hut up the floor. Kettle Hut to the rim. Shot is no good. Rebound loose. Miller will come away with it as they get the extra possession. And now they'll reset things as it is Erin Moncourt that works on the right wing. To the corner, it is Kettle Hut. Around the perimeter, Kaylin Krause. Down low, Katie Fernholz. Shot is up off glass and no good. And the rebound is pulled down by Wessington Springs. And the Lady Spartans will work the basketball into their front court. 4:40 remains in the quarter. Here is a three by Wessington Springs. That was Chloe Munson. Shot is no good. Rebound Miller as the Wrestlers will push the other way as they go down low and back to the free throw line. Elise Brooks from 15. Shot is up, no good. And the rebound is pulled down by Piper Jones. And both teams having trouble putting the ball in the basket here as we work through this second quarter. Miller hanging on. They have a 27-4 lead. High post, Piper Jones in traffic, sends it back. It's Angie Paulson on the wing. Out front, Chastity Visha. She'll send it to the baseline. Here is Michaela Dornbush, but nowhere to go. Good position defense on the part of Miller. And Wessington Springs now with 9 on the shot clock needs to make something happen. It is Munson. Around the perimeter, Dornbush left side. 2 seconds, 1, and Wessington Springs is not going to get a shot off. That is a shot clock violation, and it will be the 8th turnover for Wessington Springs. 27-9 is our score as Rachel Joy checks into the ball game. Katie Fernholtz will check out. The Rustlers have scored the only 7 points of this quarter so far. It was 20-4 at the end of the first period. Erin Moncourt with a bounce pass to Abby Kettlehunt. She'll reset things at the point as Miller sees Wessington Springs chase with a man-to-man defense. They trap out front and kind of fall back into a 2-3 zone. On the block, it's Elise Brooks, and Brooks will put the shot up and good. She will get a chance at a three-point play as the foul committed by Kirsty Munson. And that will be her first personal foul. This is the third opportunity at a three-point play for Miller in this ball game, and Elise Brooks will put it up and in. She'll get the job done, and it's now a 29-4 score as we work through this second quarter. It has been all Miller here in quarter number 2. Munson on the left wing, drives a little bit, bottled up, dumps it down low, forces it into Grace Gran, and she was double covered. So the Lady Spartans will send it back out, and flashing to the basket with Chloe Munson. A pass up top, nobody could catch, and it goes out of bounds, and another turnover for Wessington Springs, and Miller will have the basketball. 3:02 remains until halftime. 30-4 is our score. Cross half court. Moncourt, Brooks now to Kettlehunt, and she'll try to feed it to the baseline, and Kettlehunt throws the basketball away, and for Miller, that's turnover number 7. And Miller will go deeper to their bench as we'll see Storm Johnson check into the ball game. She is a 5'10 sophomore. Wessington Springs has the basketball once again as they look for their first points of quarter number 2. Johnson across to half court. Kirsty Munson on the wing. Entry pass inside off of the fingertips and out of the reach of Grace Gran and out of bounds, and another turnover. And the ball will belong to Miller. 2:34 remains in the half. 30-4 is our score as the Rustlers will work. Moncourt left side, back to the top of the key. Here's Abby Kettlehunt inside, and a shot off glass by Rachel Joy is up good. 30-4. 2:15, or 32-4, pardon me, as we work to the 2-minute mark remaining in the quarter. It has been all Miller here in this second period. They closed out the quarter on a nice run as well in quarter number 1. They led 20-4 at the end of the first quarter. And so far defensively have pitched a shutout as we have a foul here committed by Miller. It's on Kaylin Krause, and Kaylin will pick up her first personal foul. And that will give the basketball to Wessington Springs as they will inbound the basketball on the left side of the key. As it comes out, Chastity Visha on the drive, gets to the rim, shot is up good, and Chastity Visha will score the first points for Wessington Springs in the second quarter, and it is 32-6 with 1:45 remaining in the first half. And here, a bad pass and a turnover. Grace Gran with the steal. She'll go to the length of the court and then puts the shot up, no good, and as they battle for the rebound, Miller touches it last as it goes out of bounds. It will remain with Wessington Springs as they will inbound from the right side of the key. Another turnover for Miller. That is their 8th turnover of the first half. And the inbounds pass inside, and Chloe Munson is fouled. And I think free throws are upcoming. The foul on Rachel Joy will be her first. Not a shooting foul. Instead, Wessington Springs will inbound on the baseline. Shot clock is reset. We have 1:34 remaining in the half. Here is Visha up top. That's a 3-ball, and that is up good. Pardon me, it's Chloe Munson that drops the 3. And it is 32-9 with 1:24 remaining in the first half as Miller crosses half court. Moncourt on the left side to the corner with a dribble. Back out front, Storm Johnson. Now Abby Kettlehunt as she will drive, gets it to Joy on the baseline, and the soft 8-footer from the baseline is up good, and it is now 34-9 as up and down we go here in the second quarter. Both teams starting to open up a little bit as now Wessington Springs trying an entry pass inside. Abby Kettlehut comes over the top defensively to knock the basketball out of bounds. We will see Josie Stevens check into the ball game for Miller. Stevens is a 6-foot junior. As Wessington Springs now will inbound it. And a three taken quickly. It rims in and out, no good by Michaela Dornbush. And then the rebound battled for and out of bounds. It will belong to the Rustlers. 47 seconds remain in a very fast-moving first half of basketball. 34-9 is our score as the Rustlers have built themselves up a nice lead coming into the halftime break. Here is Kettlehut starting the offense. Krause, entry pass, Joy. It is loose. Aaron Moncourt grabs the basketball. Nice defensive play by Wessington Springs to keep Moncourt from going to the rim. Piper Jones and Josie Stevens are tied up. A jump ball is called. The alternating possession will leave the basketball to our left with the Rustlers, as Miller will put it in play. Storm Johnson back to the top of the key. 27 seconds remain in the quarter. There's 13 on the shot clock as Josie Stevens fires from 15. Shot is up, no good. And foul is going to be called on the rebound, and it will be whistled on Storm Johnson, and that will be her first foul. And for Miller, that is team foul number 6. So Wessington Springs now with the opportunity, if they choose, to play for the final shot of the quarter. Wessington Springs across half court. Ball in the hands of Angie Paulson. Paulson on the drive, trying to feed it to the baseline. Ball is tipped and stolen away. It is Kettlehut with the steal. She'll go the length of the floor and draw a foul, and it is on Chloe Munson. Wessington Springs with their 11th turnover of the ball game. And that will put Abby Kettlehut to the free throw line. And Kettlehut with 4 points so far comes to the free throw line for the first time tonight. And the free throw is offline, and it is no good. 34-9 is our score. Miller leads. We have 3.3 seconds remaining in the half. Kettlehut will put the second free throw up and good. Wessington Springs will inbound it. They'll head the other way and fire the long shot at the buzzer. It is up, no good, and that is the end of the first half. Scoreboard from Darren Boyle Sales. Check out the farm equipment available at the lot on Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre. Don't forget to check out DarrenBoyleSales.com, and we'll take a 3-minute break and return on KPLO.
Ray Hybrids is dedicated to the success of their northern farmers. They provide industry-leading technology backed by agronomic expertise that fits the unique needs of local farmers. Choose Ray Hybrids for custom northern farming solutions. They know the north. Contact By-Right Seeds in Miller or Darren Boyle Sales in Fort Pierre to learn more. Always read and follow stewardship and pesticide label directions.
Don't spend hours waiting at a dealership purchasing your vehicle. Jan Bussey Ford knows your time is valuable. Make the quick trip to Highmore for a no-hassle, quick buying experience. Why shop with Jan Bussey Ford? Well, they're a family-owned and operated business for over 130 years now. They offer a low-pressure atmosphere with friendly and helpful staff. Visit them today. And if you can't make it in, view their entire inventory of new Ford vehicles, Kawasaki ATVs, trailers, and quality pre-owned vehicles online at PioneerGarage.com. Experience a different kind of buying experience at Jan Bussey and Highmore, building partnerships for life.
Venture Communications is ready to streamline your business phones. With their next-generation communication system, Venture-hosted phone solutions, you'll never miss a call again. With auto-forwarding, you can receive your call on your mobile device or any place you wish. Voicemail messages are transferred directly to your email so you can listen to them anywhere. With minimal upfront cost and no unnecessary hardware, this system is a perfect fit for any business environment, all backed with local technician installation and support. Call Venture Communications 852-2224 or log on to www.venturecom.net.
The Miller Press, one-stop shopping for your business. Their commercial print shop can make the business of doing business a breeze. The staff at Miller Press can help you with letterheads, printed envelopes, invoices, sales tickets, business cards, as well as other products such as napkins, silverware, to-go containers, toilet tissue, and uniforms. They do customized printing on paper and clothing. Make doing business a breeze by one-stop shopping at the Miller Press. Commercial printing.
Coverage of regional high school basketball from KPLO.
The staffs at Wilbur Ellis and Highmore, Blunt and Miller wish the best of luck to the area high school sports athletes, and they're proud to bring you this game. Learning teamwork and dedication now provides great lessons for life and their wish to successful season. Just like the success the team at Wilbur Ellis strives to help their customers achieve in their farming operations. Put them to work for you. Call Blunt at 962-6161, Miller 853-2382, and Highmore at 852-2220. Wilbur Ellis, ideas to grow with.
Wind, drought, fire, insects, disease. Together with hail, they formed the collision and repair and put down the bubble wrap.
At Jan Bussey Ford in Highmore, we've been building partnerships for life by treating our customers right, offering you a low-pressure sales process and passing our low overhead savings on to you, providing a Ford-certified service department with senior master technicians, fixing it right the very first time, a great selection of new Fords and pre-owned and new and used ATVs, and trailers including Wilson, Sharp, PJ, Big Tex, just to name a few. Stop by Jan Bussey Ford in Highmore or PioneerGarage.com.
Back here in the Miller Armory, 35-9 is our halftime score as the Miller Wrestlers have the lead over the Lady Spartans of Wessington Springs. We'll have the boys' game the boys' game of this doubleheader immediately following the girls' game here this evening. And we'll also have high school basketball for you on Thursday as we will feature the matchup between the Miller Wrestlers and Highmore Herald girls from the Hyde County Memorial Auditorium in Highmore. Kickoff or tip-off will be set for 8 o'clock with a 7:40 scheduled pregame this Thursday on KPLO. Highmore Herald and Potter County boys on Friday night as well here on KPLO. 35-9 is our halftime score, and we'll be back with third quarter action after a 2-minute break on KPLO.
Data limits and slow speeds holding your home and devices back from their potential? Venture Communications is ready to help make your smart home with their extreme Wi-Fi coverage. No data limits for all of your smart home needs, including camera systems, remote thermostat controls, and streaming needs. Free email address too. Equipment provided and maintained by Venture Communications for worry-free Wi-Fi. To get extreme Wi-Fi coverage, whether you venture in or around your home, contact Venture Communications 852-2224 or